Hey YouTubers, Rival X Factor here, and today I want to go over the Empire-specific attack craft, and that's one of the things that splits these empires apart is their weaponry. They're all different. They have different philosophies, and their attack craft is very, very different from one another. They're actually all unique. So I'm on TR, Terran Republic. I'm a red guy, and Elmo. Tickle me Elmo. So let's take a look at what their specific Empire vehicle looks like as soon as the jump jet stops trolling me here. And it's called the Mosquito. This is what she looks like. And again, these handle completely differently. So let's take a look here. We're going to take a look at the flat-out speed when kind of coasting here. First thing you're going to notice is about 220-ish. Let me get flat. 220-ish. Now, what do the afterburners do? What can I get this thing up to? 315, 320. Now, the turn radius and the roll rate on this thing is absolutely insane. This has, I believe, the least amount of armor of all three aircraft. But again, you can insert points into turn rate, almost everything. And we're going to take a look at that real quick, just to explain to you guys, what you can really do with these aircraft once they start unlocking this in beta. But again, the point of this video is to show you the major differences between the three different vehicles. And let's take a look here. Composite armor, decoy flares, afterburner fuel. You get more, your flat-out speed, your turn rate, braking power, thrust, hover, roll rate. I mean, look at all this stuff. Acquisition timers is always nice. It helps you gain them quicker. This is repair stuff. Helps you repair faster and quicker. They use a chain gun, all right, which obviously you can get more ammo and a bigger magazine size. Because, again, the TR's motto is shoot fast. They have this whole chain gun mentality. And minigun mentality. But again, the handling on this thing, it's absolutely beautiful. It turns very fast. It rolls very fast. It is very responsive. All right, it's got a very nice turn radius, a very nice roll radius as well. It's a very impressive aircraft. Now, what does it lack? A little firepower. This thing doesn't hit too hard. And the armor is good. But it could be better. It's a little agile, a little delicate, but that's what makes this unique. And again, look at the way this thing just behaves. Now, how's it hover out the gate? Not as good as the VS vehicle, that's for sure. The VS vehicle hovers like a champ. It allows you to mow things. This, you have to kind of fight with it to get it to hover. So, I love this vehicle. I actually like all the air vehicles because they're all unique and they have different strengths and weaknesses. And it's important that you play to those strengths and weaknesses and not bite off more than you can chew, because that's my motto in Planetside 2. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Whether you're an air vehicle or on a foot fight, infantry fight, just don't do it. It's a bad idea. So let's take a look at the flying tank, as I like to call it, the NC-Reaver and the Vs-Sythe. So sit tight, guys. Let's take a look at the Scythe. This is their Empire-specific attack plane, and it's got the pew-pew laser beams. And let's talk about what makes this unique. It has more armor than the Mosquito, the TR variant. All right, and let's talk about some other things that is unique to this. This thing hovers very well, right out the gate. You can dump points in it, but man, can this thing just sit there and you can farm infantry, you can farm maxes very easily. The NC is probably the worst one for hovering, and the TR is pretty good at hovering as well. And again, you could insert points in this, but I'm talking about beta build, stock attack aircraft. All right, so the turn rate is pretty tight, not as good or as good maybe as the Mosquito. It rolls very well, just like the Mosquito, very agile. And just like that. And again, the laser beams on this thing, they don't hit very hard. The Mosquito hits harder, I believe, in my opinion. But what this thing doesn't have in attack power, it has in maneuverability. Now, if you get the guided missiles, they're OP right now because flares are kind of broken, in my opinion. And I would be able to use those as well. So, handles like a dream. It's not as fast as the Mosquito. So let's get this guy flat. Mosquito's doing 225 at this type of angle. This is doing about 200 kilometers an hour. Now, what does it burst to? 315, let's call it. The afterburner does not refill as quickly as the TR vehicle does, the Mosquito. But this is a very, very good fighter, only because of its sheer agility. You have to, as an NC, you have to, which I play the most of, you really have to position yourself well against these guys, or they'll make you pay. But again, the ability to hover, the ability to roll very well, like the TR variant, it's very powerful in the right hands. So let's take a look at the other Empires and keep the fun rolling. All right, the last Empire-specific airplane we're going to look at is the Reaver. That's what she looks like. Obviously, I've got this thing equipped with some AA missiles and stuff like that. And let's spawn one of these bad boys and take notice. This thing's kind of a tank in the air. It does not turn very fast. It does not roll very quickly. It's definitely the slowest of the three Empires. But its strengths are... It hits pretty hard. Now, it flies about 100, 199, 200, so it's not the fastest guy. Afterburners will get this thing up to 340-ish, which is nice. Afterburners also recharge rather moderately, I would say. So that's helpful in itself. But it has 50 in the mag, shoots rather slowly, but hits pretty hard. That's the nice thing about this. So the NC vehicles, they all hit hard, whether it's an airplane or if it's a tank. They all hit hard. They're Empire-specific vehicles, which are tanks and these attack choppers. So I have air-to-air missiles in this thing. So I go hunting after different aircraft, and I'm deep into enemy territory here, which is never good. So maybe we'll capture some footage of me knocking something down real quick. Maybe not. But again, when picking an Empire, you need to be keen on what you want out of that Empire. Now, here's an enemy galaxy. This is a mobile spawn point. It's built like an absolute tank. It's going to take me 8 million missiles if I don't hit my friendly there, with the help of another Reaver. And I'm probably actually going to switch to main guns. And as you can see, there's a lot of bullet lead. Now, as I'm reloading, I got 2 more I can release. There we go. Big points. Big points. So again, you can see this thing doesn't roll too fast. It does all right when it's moving, and again, everything does better when it's moving, right? So when picking your vehicles, when picking your Empire, just remember the baseline of all these factions and what their beliefs are. The pew-pew laser beams, the chain guns, or the old slow and steady. What's your flavor? So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to be making more like this, the differences between combat medics and heavy assaults and all that stuff, and specific gun tips as they unlock more in beta. So thanks for watching, YouTube. As always, I appreciate your guys' support, and we'll see you soon.